Masamekam falaharo. After taking initiation, I went to do penance. Masamekam falaharo. For the first month, I lived on fruits. Dvitiyam salilashanaha. The second month, I subsisted on water. Tritiyam cha chaturtham cha panchamam chani lashanaha. For the third and fourth and fifth month, I passed just by living upon air alone. Just by vayu, just by breathing air, I was living. And then ekapadena tishtancha urdhva bakur Atindrataha. Ekapadena. How I was standing on one foot. Ekapadena. Tishtanscha. Urdhva bakur atindritaha. By raising my hand upwards and standing on one foot. I was foregoing even sleep. I did not even sleep. I was meditating on Parashakti and Paramashiva. And this is the same way that our dear Vishnu or Narayana was meditating on Parashakti and Paramashiva for 66,000 years. Shashtim Varsha Sagasrani, Drona Parvam. This is present in the Anushasana Parvam. Drona Parvam of Mahabharata, 201st chapter. There it describes Vishnu or Narayana. Shashtim Varsha Sagasrani, Tavanti Eva Shatanicha. Here it says 6 months. There it says Shashtim Varsha Sagasrani. 66,000 years he was meditating. Urdhva Bakur Mahateja Jvalanaditya Sannivaha, by raising his hands upwards and standing on one foot. And then he saw the divine Mahadeva, who is described as the smallest of the smallest and the largest of the largest. Aniyasam, Aniyamsam, Brigatyascha Brigattaram, Rudram, Ishanam. Rudram, the remover of the sins. Ishanam, the supreme ultimate ruler. Vrishabam, the one who has the bull for his sign, the bull as his vehicle. Vrishabam, Chekitanam, Ajam Param. Ajam, he is described as birthless, and Param, the supreme reality. And then I beheld, O Bharata, in an effulgence. And this is where another important point that I am going to talk, that I mentioned yesterday, very important thing to be noted. Tejaha Surya Sahasrasya Apashyam Divi Bharata. Oh, Yudhishthira, in front of me, I was seeing an effulgence, dazzling, like Surya Sahasrasya. If thousands of suns have to come at one place, that amount of effulgence was coming in front of me. In front of me, I could envision that. Tasya madhya gatam chapi tejasaha pandunandana. In that the complete effulgence, where if thousands of suns, if millions of suns have to come at one place, that amount of effulgence was coming. And then towards the center of that effulgence that's where so we could relate with what is told in the Mahanarayana Upanishad. Jwalamala kulambati vishwasyayatanam mahate. That's how he is described in the heart. He is described in the heart as Jwalamala. Infinite splendor is coming out of Mahadeva. Tasya madhye manhishika aniyo ardva vyavastitaha. In the middle of that. He is describing that in the middle of that he was able to see something, and we are going to see that what he was able to see. Indrayuda Pinadwangam Vidyum Mala Gavakshakam Neela Shaila Chaya Prakyam Balaka Bhushitambaram. He was able to see a cloud. It was like actually a cloud looking like a mass of blue hills. Neela Shaila. Shaila means the mountain. Neela means blue. It was like blue. It was like seeing a thunder, a lightning in the middle, in the midst of the blue, in the midst of the mass of blue hills. Tatra sthitascha Bhagavan Devya saha Mahadyutihi tapasa tejasa kantya deepya saha bharyaya. It was like seeing the flash of lightning within the midst of the blue hills. That's how Krishna describes. That's how Upamanyu Maharshi also described. And this is very, very important. The reason I said that, because this is connected to the Vedantic import. This is how Mahadevas and Parashakti are described as staying in the heart of all the living entities. Tasya madhye vanghishika aniyo urdhva vyavastitaha. After that, in the middle of that flame, how is he looking like? Neelato yada madhyastad vidyulleke babasvara nivara shukavattanvi pitaba asvatyanupama तस्या आशिकाया मध्ये परमा आत्मा व्यवस्थितः स ब्रह्म स शिवः स हरिः सेन्द्रः सोऽक्षरः परमः स्वराट् हृदगं सत्यं परं ब्रह्म पुरुषं कृष्णपिङ्गलम् ऊर्ध्वरेतं विरूपाक्षं विश्वरूपं नमाम्यहम् नीलतो यद मध्यस्थात् विद्युल्लेखेव भास्वरा नीलतो in the mass of clouds, the blue clouds, in the midst of that vidyullekeva bhasvara, the lightning, the white lightning comes. So just like the blue complexioned Parashakti is with the white complexioned Paramashiva, that's how just like the white lightning comes in the midst of the blue clouds, that's how the experience was when the blue complexioned Parashakti was with the white complexioned Paramashiva sitting on Nandi. Krishna explains, Upamanyu Maharshi explained that to Krishna. We saw that yesterday, and now Krishna is explaining this to our dear Pandavas, Panchapandavas. That's the experience I had. Very important point to be noted. And then Nilato Yadamadhyasthat Vidyullekeva Bhaskara. And then Tasya Shikaya Madhye Parama Atma Vyavastitaha. In the middle of that is Paramatma. That's how the Suktam goes. Narayana is meditating. Narayana is Dhyata, the meditator. And Dhyeya, Parashakti and Paramashiva are the meditated. Very important point. Many people try to misinterpret this Suktam, but actually the Suktam actually glorifies Parashakti and Paramashiva. Just like Bhagavad Gita is glorifying Paramashiva, only the Suktam within present in the Mahanarayana Upanishad also glorifies Paramashiva. So why it is then actually why Narayana is mentioned? Because as the meditator, because of his exalted status, he is actually the greatest of Shiva Bhaktas. Among all the Jivatmas, he is the Shrestha, and he is the greatest among the Shiva Bhaktas when compared to other living beings like Brahma and Indra. That's what even Bhishma says in the beginning, Ashaktoham Gunan Vaktu Mahadevasya Dhimataha. Why are you asking the glories of Lord Shiva to me? I am not capable of doing that. I am not capable of reciting that. If there is one person who can recite the glories of Mahadeva to some extent, because no one can understand the glories of Mahadeva completely, to some extent if someone can recite, that is this Narayana. And that's why the Narayana Suktam starts off by saying Narayana is the meditator, and who is he meditating on? Parashakti and Paramashiva. That's the experience that here Krishna has. Important point to be noted. And then Hridagam Satyam Param. Who is that personality? Who is that Paramatma? Hridagam Satyam. He is truth personified, righteousness personified. Param Brahma Purusham. Who is the supreme Purusha? Purusho vai Rudraha. Krishna Pingalam. Very specific epithet for Mahadeva used in the Puranas. Urdhvaretam Virupaksham, who is three-eyed, and who is Urdhvareta, Vishwarupa, who is present everywhere. Virupebhyo Vishwarupebhyascha namo namo Mahadhyah Kshullakebhyascha namo namo Ratebhyo Ratebhyascha namo namo. Rudram goes on to say that. So that's the Paramatma, that's the personality who is described as Nilato Yadamadhyasthat Vidyullekeva Bhasvara Tatra Stitascha Bhagavan Devya Saha Mahadyutihi Tapasa Tejasa Kantya Ditya Saha Bharyaya, along with Parashakti and Paramashiva. So just like exactly, he says the same thing that is present in the Vedanta. I saw that Parashakti and Paramashiva, it was like seeing the white lightning in the midst of the blue hills. Oh Pandu Nandana Raraja Bhagavas Tatra Devyasaha Maheshwaraha Somena Sahitak Surya Yata Megas Titas Tata. The same thing again he says that it was like seeing the dazzling Parashakti and Paramashiva were with dazzling splendor, and it was like envisioning Paramashiva and Parashakti in the midst of the cloud. It was like envisioning the lightning in the midst of the cloud when seeing Parashakti and Paramashiva, and he describes that in various ways. He describes as lightning, and he also says Samkrishta Roma Kaunteya. He also says that it was like seeing the sun also, because the sun is also like with Aditya Varnam, camphor white. It was like seeing the sun also in the midst of the racking clouds when seeing Parashakti and Paramashiva. He describes that in various ways. So, is something very important point to be noted. Samkrishta Roma Kaunteya. At that time, Roma, I got Roma Harshana. Oh Pandus, oh Pandu Nandanas. Roma means my hairs were standing on end. Vismayot Fulla Lochanaha Apashyam Deva Samdanam Gatir Matir Haram Haram. Fullalochanaha. My eyes became, my eyes expanded with wonder. Just like we see like anything surprising that we see in front of our eyes, we expand our eyes with wonder. So like that, what to speak of the supreme reality, Paramashiva and Parashakti standing in front of us. So that's where Fullalochanaha, he saw with wonder the Devaki Sutta Krishna. And then he explains, Karitinam, Gadinam, Shulapanam, Vyagharajinam, Jatinam, Dandapanim, Pinakinam, Vajjirinam, Tikshna Damstram, Shubangam, Vyala Yajnabavitinam, Kiritinam. He was having various kiritas on his head. And then Gadinam, he was also having the Gada, weapons like Gada. Shulapanim, he was with the Trishula. Vyagrajinam, he was covered with the tiger skin. Vyagra Charmam Bharataram. Lagunyasam also says that he is covered with the tiger skin. Jatilam, he was with the matted locks of hair. Dandapanim. And then Pinakinam, he was with the Pinaka bow. Vajrinam, he had the Vajra weapon, thunderbolt. Tikshnatamstram. And then Shubangam Vyala Yajnopa Vitinam. Vyala means the snake. The snake itself was present as his sacred thread. Yajnopa Vita. Divyam Mala Murasane Kavarnam. Samudvahanta Gulfa Desha Valambam Chandram Yata Parivishtam Sasandyam Varshatyaye Tadvada Pashyamenam Pramatanam Ganaischaiva Samantat Parivaritam. All the Ganas were worshipping him. I could see everybody, all the Ganas, all the Shiva Ganas were there worshipping him with various hymns. And then Sharadiva Sudushpreksham Parivishtam Divakaram Yat Ekadasha Shatan Yevam Rudranam Vrishavahanam. He says, I could see 1100 Rudras. Ekadasha Shata. He says 1100 Rudras were standing around the deity, were standing around Paramashiva and worshipping him. Mahadeva. Mahadeva is being worshipped by the Rudras. Krishna says that. So here also the Bedam, the difference between Rudra and Parameshvara is established by Krishna. Astuvam niyatatmanam karmabik shubhakarminam aditya vasavak sadhya vishvedevas tatashvinau vishvabistuti-birdeva vishvadeva samastuvam. Everyone were present. Vishvedevas, the Adityas, Vasus, Sadhyas, everybody were uttering various hymns, uttering the Shatarudriyam from the scriptures to the Lord of the universe. So this same thing, interesting thing, same thing is present in the Kurma Mahapuranam, Purvabhagam, 25th chapter. There also Krishna goes to do penance of Lord Shiva, and then he describes beautifully Mahadeva. He has the vision of Mahadeva. This is present in the first canto, 24th chapter of Kurma Mahapuranam, and also in the 25th chapter. So the story of Krishna taking Shiva Diksha from Upamanyu Maharshi is also present there. And that's where he takes Diksha and then he has the vision of Mahadeva present in the Kurma Mahapuranam, first canto, 24th chapter. In the 25th chapter, Markandeya comes to him and gets the knowledge of Mahadeva. Again, like Krishna explains about Linga Tattvam, where himself, where he and Brahma were bound by Ahankara, ego, and they were trying to search the beginning and end of Mahadeva, and Mahadeva appeared in front of them and blessed him. He explains that story to Markandeya in the 25th chapter, first canto of Kurma Mahapurana. So the same thing is present in Kurma Mahapurana, Padma Mahapurana, everywhere. Just giving the references, not just present in one place, various places it is present. Shatakratuscha Bhagavan Vishtushchadi Tinandano Brahma Ratantaram Sama Irayanti Bhavantike Yogishwarak Sabhavo Yogadam Pitaram Gurum Brahmarshayascha Sasutastata Devarshayascha Vai Prithvi Chantariksham Nakshatrani Grahastata. Everybody were present. Brahma, Vishnu were present. Brahma, Vishnu and Indra were reciting the hymns from Samaveda and also the Shatarudriyam. He could see everybody, innumerable rishis. Krishna was able to see innumerable rishis, and also the earth and the sky were also present, the planets, all the planets and then he says everybody were reciting various hymns for Lord Shiva, and he could see everything. Krishna could see the earth, the goddess earth was also there, As we already know, if you worship Mahadeva, everyone will become satisfied. So he could see everybody, the constellations, the various planets and the months, the masam, every masam had taken a rupam and were present there and reciting hymns for Lord Shiva. The muhurtas, the night, because everything is identified with a personality in the Shastras. And also we see the Puranas. Siddhanta Shikhamani 2nd chapter says the Puranas take various forms and they worship Lord Shiva. So those kind of things, he could see everything, everyone from the blade of a grass till Vishnu. He was were present. Brahma, Vishnu and Indra were present and reciting Rudradhyaya to Lord Shiva. Muhurtascha nimeshascha tataiva yuga paryayah. Sanat Kumaro devascha itihasas tataivacha marichir angira atrih pulastyaha pulaha kratuhu. He could see everybody, like Puranas, he could see Itihasam, like Itihasam is Valmiki Ramayanam and Mahabharatam. Itihasas had taken forms and then they were, because the essence of Itihasam and Puranama is Mahadeva alone. So they were there and then they were reciting Rudradhyaya and he could see the various rishis, Marichi, Angira, Atri Maharshi, Bharadwaja Maharshi, Pulastya Maharshi and Sanat Kumara Maharshi, Brigaspati, Brigu, Daksha was also there, Kashyapa Maharshi, Vasishta Maharshi, everybody were there and he could see the sacrificial fires. Yajnas had also taken forms. Avo Raja Namadvarasya, the king of Yajna is Mahadeva. The Yajnas were also there who had taken forms and worshipping Mahadeva. Sagasrani Muninam cha Ayutanyar Budanim cha Namasyanti Prabhum Shantam Parvatak Sagaradishaha. Everybody were present. The mountains, the snakes, the rivers, the guardians of the worlds were present there and they were bowing down to the Supreme Lord. Vidyadara Dhanavascha Guhyaka Rakshasastata Sarvani Chaiva Bhutani Stavarani Charani cha. Everybody, the Rakshasas were also there, the Dhanavas were there, Vidyadaras were there, Devatas and Dhanavas were there in front of me. Krishna explains to the Pandavas, Namasyanti Maharaja Vanchanaha karma bir vibum purastadishtitah sharvo mamasintri dasheshwaraha purastad vishishtam drushtva mameshanam cha bharata. I could see the Lord of all gods, Sharva, Mahadeva, was seated in glory. Maharaja, Avo Raja, the Vedas describe. The king, he was seen as a king, seated in front of me. And then that Ishana was being glorified by the entire universe. And then Ikshitum cha Mahadevam Name Shaktir Bhutada. I did not have the capability to understand his prowess. I did not have the power to look at Mahadeva, because the effulgence that is coming out of the body of Mahadeva itself cannot be understood by Brahma, Vishnu and Indra. That's what the Shastras say. Brahma and Vishnu closed their eyes when they could not withstand the effulgence coming out of the Agni Stambha. So, and then he says, I did not have the power to understand the prowess of Mahadeva. Krishna says, and then Tato Mama Bravi Devaha Ashya Krishna Vadasvachat Vaya Hyaradi Taschaham Shatashota Sagasrashaha. Oh, and then Mahadeva addressed me. Mahadeva knew, as he is in the heart of all the living entities. Mahadeva addressed Krishna saying that, behold, O Krishna, and speak to me. You have worshipped me for thousands and thousands of times. There is no one who is dearer to me than you. Because when a Shiva Bhakta, Mahadeva becomes Bhakta Vatsala. There is no one that is dearer to me than you. O Krishna, you have worshipped me for many, many thousands and thousands of times. Tvat samo nasti me kaschit trishud lokeshu vai priyaha shirasa vandite deve devi prita huma tada. And then I bowed, Krishna says, I bowed my head in front of Parashakti and Paramashiva, who became gratified, and then I recited the stuti to Mahadeva.